So I feel a bit emotional making this video, as Arsenal fans all over the world brace up for the exit of Thomas Partey. In my opinion, letting go of Thomas Partey will be a very big mistake. Now let's talk about 3 times Arsenal made the mistake of letting go of a player before they should have, and it cost them. First case was Patrick Vieira. In 2004, Arsenal were invincible. They won the league without losing a match. And the next season after that, Arsenal won the FA Cup against Manchester United on penalties. And Patrick Vieira was the captain of the team, led Arsenal to that victory. And after that season, 2004-2005 season, he was sold to Juventus. Many Arsenal fans disagreed on that decision because we felt he was the spine of the team. We didn't have a solid replacement at the time. We ended up replacing him with Gilberto Silva. But from that moment till I think 10 years, close to 10 years after that, Arsenal never won a trophy. We were close. I think we got to the League Cup final, I think in 2009 or 10, but that was the closest we got. 2006, we got to the UEFA Champions League final. That might again have been the reason we never won that title. But the spine of that Invincibles team left with Patrick Vieira going to Juventus in 2005. Second time this happened was Ashley Cole. Immediately Arsenal got to the final of the Champions League in 2006. I think Ashley Cole was 25 years of age at the time, in his prime. At that time, he was actually already the best left back in the league, no questions. We had contract negotiations similar to what's going on now with Thomas Partey. Arsenal couldn't reach an agreement with the player. And of course, there was a similar situation going on with William Gallas at Chelsea. Of course, you can't compare William Gallas and Ashley Cole as players at the time. You can leave that up to you to decide. But as far as Arsenal was concerned, Ashley Cole was a true and true Arsenal player, a legend in the making. And we had a swap with Chelsea. Obviously, Arsenal had the short end of the stick. William Gallas was a decent player for Arsenal, but we lost out on keeping the best Premier League left back in history. Imagine letting go of a 25-year-old player to Chelsea, who were rising at the time. It was the Roman Abramovich era. Jose Mourinho was building his team. He went in there, became a legend at Chelsea, won several Premier League titles, won the Champions League, and obviously he's a Chelsea legend. A player who was exceptional in his time. He was not even someone who actually wanted to go to Chelsea. It was disagreement. He was unhappy. He left the club sad. A true and true Arsenal faithful, true and true Arsenal legend in the making. We lost him to our rivals just because the club could not negotiate a deal with the player. An excellent player at that. The third time that happened, again, was in 2022. Arsenal signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in 2018, a replacement for Alexis Sanchez, who left in January of 2018 to Manchester United. And he came in to Arsenal, hit the ground running. In fact, his goal ratio was, I think, 1:2, because he scored a total of 92 goals or so in, I think, 160 something games for Arsenal, which is one of the best goal ratios for any striker at Arsenal. Of course, not as high as Thierry Henry or the likes of Ian Wright, but he's right up there when it comes to Arsenal best strikers ever. From the time Arsenal sold Aubameyang to I think he went to Chelsea. From that time on till today, Arsenal have not won a trophy. And that decision has continued to haunt Arsenal till date. These particular situations are really annoying because these were clearly contract negotiation issues that went south. Again, also for the case of Aubameyang, there was disagreement between Arteta and Aubameyang, in my opinion. That could have been sorted out. We've never had a player as prolific as Aubameyang since then. He signed Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City. After that, for I think £45 million, he came to Arsenal. He's obviously not prolific. He has injury issues as well. And this season, we're still discussing replacing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in 2025. So now I'm hearing that Arsenal is about to close. They're about to close the deal for Zubimendi. Exciting. But if we let go of Thomas Partey, who is actually the spine of Arsenal, we saw how important he was in Champions League and even in the league last season. He's very versatile, played in right back position several times, and every time you see Thomas Partey playing in the midfield, you can always guarantee that Arsenal will have solid control of the game. And even if we sign up Zubimendi and we do not have Thomas Partey in that team, Arsenal might have just dropped the level. So let me know your thoughts in the comment. I think this decision might not be in Arsenal's best interest. I don't know what the contract negotiations are and what's going on and the details of the financials, But I can tell you that even with signing Zubimendi, letting go of Thomas Partey would definitely or most likely set Arsenal back. So let me know your thoughts in the comment. Do you believe it's time for Thomas Partey to part ways with Arsenal? Or should we extend this deal by at least 1 year or two until Zubimendi blends into the team? If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you want to continue to get this sort of in-depth analysis on Arsenal and sports and soccer in general, do well to subscribe, leave a like and share, and I'll see you on the next one.